Take this apple. If you put it down one of today's modern food waste disposers, it'll be pulverized into particles less than a quarter inch in size, which is great news because discarding food waste in a disposer, then to an appropriate wastewater treatment plant, can be practical, convenient, and environmentally responsible. We're going to show you what happens when an apple is ground in a food waste disposer, how it flows to a modern wastewater treatment plant, where it can be used to generate energy, and where the solids left behind can be turned into fertilizer, how that fertilizer can be used in agriculture to grow more apples. And the cycle begins again. Let's take it from the beginning. In the appropriate situation, food waste ground into fine particles and flushed into your sewage system flows to a wastewater treatment facility. Fitting, since food scraps are about 70% water. Here, food waste doesn't have to be wasted at all.
My name is Kevin Schaefer. I'm Executive Director of the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewage District. Putting food waste into a wastewater stream is a win-win for the environment, for energy, for the sustainability movement. It allows us to take something that could go to a landfill and really use it for benefits for the entire region.
Let's take a look at what happens when wastewater reaches a modern treatment plant. As wastewater from homes and buildings first enters the treatment plant, screens and grates remove the large objects. From there, during its primary treatment, the wastewater enters large settling tanks. Here, grease and oil float to the top and are removed, and heavier materials sink to the bottom and are removed. The water then moves to a secondary treatment, where microscopic organisms or bugs are brought in. They break down whatever organic materials remain in the water. Finally, the water goes through disinfection before the water is discharged into rivers or lakes. Now, back to the role that food waste plays in this process at a modern wastewater treatment plant. When the heavy solid material or sludge is removed from the water in primary and secondary treatment, it's sent to something called a digester. Now, digesters are designed to break down the solids so that the volume of that material can be reduced. These digesters work in one of two ways, either through what's called aerobic digestion, which means it uses oxygen, or anaerobic digestion, which is without oxygen. It's important for you to know which process is used in your community. This modern wastewater treatment plant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, uses anaerobic digestion. These digesters don't use oxygen. So when the food waste in the solids is digested by the microorganisms, or bugs, they release a gas that's about 60% methane. Here, that gas is harnessed and used to generate heat and electricity at the plant.
So we're able to capture that methane gas and burn it and use it to produce energy. So we're actually reducing the energy needs of the region, and we save our taxpayers about $2 million a year.
Now, in cases where oxygen is used in the process, which is called aerobic digestion, methane is not produced. So the waste is reduced without the benefit of providing a renewable source of energy. In either case, however, we could still benefit from the second byproduct of the digestion process, the biosolids themselves. Which brings us to the next step in our circle. Those biosolids at the wastewater treatment facility can be converted into fertilizer and sent back to the land. This fertilizer is a better soil conditioner than the synthetic fertilizers that farmers might purchase.
At the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewage District, what we're able to do with those biosolids is produce a lawn fertilizer called Milorganite, Milwaukee Organic Nitrogen. It's a natural fertilizer that is safe for the environment, and it's a revenue stream for us as well. We can offset the cost of our process by selling this Milorganite as a lawn fertilizer. Milorganite really is looked to by the lawn industry. They really like this material because it's natural, and when it's natural, it has a slower breakdown than some of the more synthetic products might have.
And, of course, once the fertilizer is applied to agricultural land, a new crop begins to grow, and the cycle starts anew. The benefits of using food waste disposers are clear. Food waste sent through a disposer to a wastewater treatment plant can be converted into biosolids for use as fertilizer, and the methane generated during the process can be captured and used for energy.